This is AI Dungeon Crawlers. Today is Monday, October 3rd, 2022, and welcome to the dungeon, where we five traverse the treacherous mind of a sinister AI, programmed with the insights of 10,000 authors, throwing billowing ash at our every turn as we struggle to write the greatest survival adventure in the apocalyptic wasteland since Eric and I went camping last winter. The flames, Eric.
Think of the
everywhere. Flames everywhere.
Everywhere.
I'd like to say thank you to our patrons, Twask and Katarina. If you want to join us on Patreon and support the show, you can click the link down below. It really is the best way to support the show and guarantees that we get most of the money, not Amazon or YouTube. That being said, we greatly appreciate any tips, bits, and subs. They don't go to waste. We have a few new shows in the works, as well as something fancy new and live we'll talk about later, maybe. I don't know. I shouldn't have said anything. We'd like to expand our presence, and the easiest way to have that happen faster is with audience support. Every little bit helps. And now, joining me tonight, guiding us through this uncertain world, our narrator, Eric Lehman. Pushing through the ashen wastes, it's our protagonist, Emma Mary Joyce.
Hello.
Chronicling her quest for future generations, it's our illustrator, Noah Schaefer. And wandering the wasteland, lost, confused, ashy-skinned, it's M. John Kennedy. And I'm here. Hey, I'm lost and confused as well. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to this wonderful Monday night. So excited for the show that we have lined up for you, and doubly excited by these wonderful guests that we have returning to us once again. Emma, we just can't get rid of you. Every week we just drag you in.
Sorry.
You're doing art. You're doing voices. You're leading the show. Is this your first time being our protagonist?
I don't know. There's been so many times.
There's been so many of
It
them.
all blurs together.
That's not what I
But
like
I'm
to hear.
excited.
Nothing about this is memorable. That's okay. What are your expectations for tonight's adventure?
I'm expecting some death, being that,
Okay.
you know, we're in a post-apocalyptic wasteland.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, we might see some Twinkies. Maybe in some of the art. I don't know.
Ooh, perhaps.
Those are my expectations.
Whoa, Emma. Are you're getting big for your boots? You're introducing the games.
Well, you know.
You're not one of the hosts here, are you? I don't know.
Those are my expectations.
It's good expectation. My expectation is that Emma's getting too comfy around here.
Why, Emma, when will
Getting a
we be
little too
drinking
ballsy.
tonight? When
Yeah,
will we
Emma,
be
tell us
drinking?
when we're going to drink tonight, Emma.
Well, we might be drinking when we see some Twinkies, or when we reminisce on the past, on some bitter nostalgia or melancholic nostalgia.
Fabulous.
Mostly if we see Twinkies, so.
Yeah. I feel like Twinkies are going to happen more often. Maybe at the
Yeah.
same time. All right. Well, Eric, she's stolen your job. How are you doing?
Sorry.
Living large. Got no
Yeah?
cares in the world. Just
Well, that's kinda nice.
Sitting here, sipping my drink, and already know when I'm going to do it. So.
Oh, hell yeah.
Pretty
That's
good. Pretty
honestly dream come true. I know this has been
Yeah.
weighing heavily on you for
No,
a
it's
while
all good.
now.
I posted a picture of you in the Discord. Everyone, if you're not in the Discord, should type !Discord so they can see Jack when he's camping.
What?
Oh,
What? You did what?
Yeah.
Did you? What? Oh.
It's a good picture.
It's a
great
beautiful
it's
picture.
a great
That was a
picture.
It's a gorgeous
majestic
photo.
beach. Like, that was a
Oh.
brilliant
That was really
beach.
wonderful. Did we? I don't think we ever talked about it. We went out to, was it Lake
Huron.
Huron?
We were on Lake Huron camping in a yurt this winter.
Yeah, doing
last
that
winter,
yurt camp.
so,
Oh, it was just wonderful.
yeah.
We went on hikes and threw a football around, and Eric got sick for 24 hours.
I got like food poisoning.
Oh, so good. We played board games, threw up outside.
Oh, Noah brought it up.
I did.
Oh, there it is. I forgot about this picture. It's so nice.
Oh, you also changed the size of the screen. Damn. No.
No, don't adjust your set.
I will adjust nothing. You are in control.
I have adjusted it back.
All right. There he is. There's Jack at a lake.
Oh, I'd like to do that again. Do you want to do that again?
Yeah, I talk about it all the time, trying to get people together.
I don't listen to what you have to say.
God, I feel like our public personas are not honestly portrayed. Anyway.
No, this is true. I'd like to do this. Let's
Yeah,
do it.
let's
And
do
Noah,
it.
we're bringing you along this time.
All right.
Yay!
Yeah.
We've got a suitcase just for you.
Just for you. We packed it already, big guy.
Oh, I
Eric,
thought
what
you were
are
gonna be
you
packing
drinking
me.
this evening?
That was. Sorry, what did
Sorry.
you ask, Jack?
What are you drinking this evening?
I'm drinking some sherry. Do you remember from way
Ooh.
back when?
I do.
Way back when?
Way
back in time?
back when?
I think
Yeah.
it was The Mystery of Edward Shelby. I bought this. I still have a little bit left, so I'm going to finish it off.
I asked then, and because, as I mentioned, I don't listen to a word you have to say, I don't remember.
What is sherry?
What is sherry?
It's a fortified wine.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fabulous.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the show. New, guest.
We got.
Eric Lehman.
Why don't you talk to M. John a bit? He's new.
I'm shifting gears. I'm making my way over there. I'm making my way along.
Noah, how
hey,
are
Noah.
you today?
Hey, I just said hey Noah. Oh
hey.
man. Oh.
Mom, Dad, please stop fighting.
Do you guys want me to go?
No.
Yeah, this is a bad time,
Someone
man.
has to be here.
Oh Lord. Noah, hey, how you doing?
Hi, I'm doing all right. I'm actually here. I'm not just a drawing.
You
I'm not
are.
an artist representation. I'm me.
Welcome back. We missed you. How you feeling?
I'm feeling much better than I was. So.
Awesome. That's cool. How was your weekend? What'd you get up to?
Well, it was me and my partners. It was our anniversary. 3-year
Hey.
anniversary. So that was nice. We went out.
Congrats.
We checked out Bar Poet out Ossington Way, which is actually really cool. It's a little kind of bar built in it's like an old church. So it's still, the outside still has like that old church aesthetic, but then you go inside and they've got all vines and like leaves kind of all hung up. There's like real candles. It's really cool. They also just have skee ball. It's a very, very cool vibe.
That's cool.
So we went there for dinner and then wandered a little bit with Nuit Blanche. Yeah, so it was good. It was just a nice weekend with my partner.
Nice. Well, I'm glad you got to enjoy that, explore the city, Nuit Blanche, etc. Welcome back. We're so happy to have you and have you do some art with us. Share some Twinkies. It'll be fun.
Always ready to share some Twinkies.
Yeah. And last but not least, M. John Kennedy, 25-time Dora Award nominee, reader of all 75 Robert Munch books in a 13-hour-long live stream,
Yeah.
and this evening playing every single character that we come across. How you doing?
I'm swell.
Yeah.
This seems delightful.
Yeah, I hope so. Tell us a little bit about your Munch escapades. You were talking about it before the show, but
Oh, yeah.
pitch it to the group that maybe don't know what's going on.
Okay, so here's what's going on. So, over the course of the pandemic, it seemed to make sense to do some one-person type shows. I love Robert Munch's stories, and I've worked on them a bunch as a director and an adapter. And so I thought, let's do it. And so I started performing these one-person shows with a bunch of different Munch stories stuck in them. And then as Nuit Blanche approached, we decided it would be good to celebrate the legacy of Robert Munch by doing a durational piece and reading all 75 of his books, which I did 2 days ago. Took 13 hours.
Incredible. That's pretty rad. Would you do it again?
Yes. I was tempted. So there were still people there when we were finishing at 10 p.m. We started at 9 a.m. And there was a joke about continuing on doing it again, like doing it again overnight. And if we had scheduled and planned to do that, I would have. Yeah. I don't see a reason to do it again. But if someone was like, man, we really want this thing to happen.
You don't
'cause this
climb
was,
Everest twice. I mean, that's just bragging.
Yeah.
Ah.
Unless
Hillary
they're paying you the
didn't-
second time. Unless the second time they're like, all right, this time we're going to pay you.
Yeah.
No, we just did it as a celebration of Robert Munch, and so we're
That's
probably
cool.
going to adapt some more books and make some more plays and keep having a wonderful time.
Incredible. Well, thank you for joining us 2 days after doing a 13-hour-long marathon. We're really excited to share some stories with you. When we reached out and asked the genre you wanted to do, you talked about apocalyptic fiction, which you seem to have an affinity for and a love of. Where does that come from exactly?
Oh, so a friend of mine named Alan Weiss is a professor of apocalyptic science fiction at York University. He's probably the foremost Canadian science fiction expert we have, and has written a number of things and collections of Canadian science fiction. So I always sort of enjoyed post-apocalyptic works, but Alan introduced me to a whole other world of possibilities. I don't know. I like stories of hope, and so for me, usually the desolation of a post-apocalyptic story. If we start in a state of desolation, as opposed to a story that ends with the apocalypse, if we start in a state of desolation, I mean, there's only one place for it to go from there, which is to a place of hope and growth and possibility. It's like a rebirth.
I was that segues nicely then. Like, what are your expectations for this story before we dive in?
Well, it depends on what the AI has done. If we're starting in the state of desolation, then I would imagine that the journey would need to be one where we are looking for hope or a solution or a something. But if we're starting where things are in the state of dissolving and breaking down, then I assume we will end with tragedy and death.
Oh, well, you're in for a wild ride. We gave you every opportunity to read even a paragraph ahead of time. Even the first paragraph would have told you exactly the state that we're in, so you could answer this question, and you chose to ignore it.
Well, I no spoilers.
All right. In
What's
that case,
the fun in that?
Is everybody ready? Should we just dive in?
Let's go.
All right.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Earth was a utopian planet until an ancient war between humans and demonic monsters. The humans created advanced technology to fight the monsters. They pulled an asteroid from orbit to destroy the demon citadel. The asteroid obliterated the demon enclave, leaving only ash behind. An ash that keeps spreading, threatening to engulf the world. An ash that in its billows shows only the horror of mankind's past. You are Bonnie Spice, a woman scientist from the New World covered in ash. You work in the research center in the National Library. You've dedicated your entire life to the study of ancient documents, hoping to find a clue to the cause of the disaster that destroyed Earth's civilization. One day, as you research an ancient tomb, you've come across a document that mentions a strange artifact missing from the archive. You set out on a journey to find this mysterious object. You find yourself in a mysterious forest. You wander through the thick foliage, and after a few hours you come upon a clearing. In the distance you see a tower. You approach the tower, and as you draw closer you notice that it seems to be made of stone. You've read that in the far past humans used to build whole cities out of stone, a technology long past and forgotten. You smile as you enter the tower, thinking of the wonders of the ancient world. You see a flag on the wall with faded, tattered red and white stripes. You don't have time to linger. The ash could come at any moment. You'll need to find the artifact fast. You take an etching of the artifact out of your bag. It's an ornate golden box. You walk over to the flag and notice a lever. You pull the lever, and the flag falls to the ground. You climb the stairs, and at the top you find a door. You open the door, and inside is a room filled with books. You quickly search through the shelves, but you don't find anything. There's an ancient device with buttons on the desk. You press a button, and an ancient voice from a forgotten world crackles through the room. It says, "The first key is knowledge. The second key is wisdom. The third is courage. The fourth is strength. The fifth is love. The sixth is hope. The seventh is faith. The eighth is life. The ninth
is death. The 10th is power. The 11th is time. The 12th is space.
You
Feels
look
like
at
that could have been an email. Sorry.
You look at a box beside the ancient device and see a name. The box says Tony Robbins. You rifle through the
That's a
desk.
much better joke.
Yeah, Jack.
Oh man, I forgot you wrote that.
Remember, we did this together.
We
Jack,
did this
in
in
the
a
world
stream
building, with
together
many people
live.
who
We
are
were listening to
watching right
music. I was
now.
distracted.
Yeah.
I don't listen to what you say.
All right. You rifle through the desk looking for the gold box. You find it and take it. You leave the room and descend down the stairs. You exit the building and look around. You spot a ruined building in the distance. You run towards it, and as you near it, you notice that the roof has collapsed. You enter the building and search through the wreckage. You find nothing. The building has been picked clean. There are signs of people who were here recently. You have no clue if they're friend or foe. You open the box. Inside is a book. You flip through the pages and you notice that it's written in a foreign language. You try to read it, but the words make no sense. You close the book and put it back in the box. You jump as a voice behind you says,
That's my book.
You turn around, and standing before you is a man. He's wearing a black suit and tie. He's holding a cane.
Who are you?
You ask.
I am the librarian.
He says,
What are you doing here?
I'm here to guard the artifacts.
What do you mean?
You look around the ruined house. There's nothing here to guard.
The library is vast. There are many rooms. The books are kept in special boxes. Each book is numbered. The boxes are locked. The keys are hidden. The keys are kept by the librarians. The librarians are the keepers of the secrets, the keepers of the knowledge of humanity, the guardians of the lost city, the protectors of the sacred relics.
He snatches the box off the ground and puts it on an empty shelf in the corner.
Yes. All thing in their proper place.
You back away slowly. This man is clearly succumbing to the ash, and you need to return to the National Library to analyze the artifact from the tower. You say,
I am here from the National Library. We would like to procure that book.
That is not possible.
the librarian replies.
Why not?
The book is not for sale.
But we need it.
You need it. Why?
We need to analyze it.
You can't analyze it. It is forbidden.
Forbidden?
The Book of Mysteries is forbidden. It is dangerous. It is powerful. It is evil. It is cursed. It is...
What is it?
It is...
His body begins to shake and ash starts to flake from under his fingernails. He turns to you, crying tears of ash, and says,
Why did I put it in the wrong place?
It won't be long. He will succumb to the ash soon. You need to get the book fast and leave. You grab the box with the book off the shelf and start to run. The man screams after you.
You cannot escape! You cannot hide! The curse of the Book of Mysteries will consume you.
You're running, Emma. What do you do?
I look behind me for a glimmer of hope to see if there's anything left of the man.
Oh no. You've been in the apocalypse for how long? You know that there's no hope once he starts crying tears of ash.
There's that part in my head. I always have to look.
Well, let's see
Maybe
if it
one
pays off.
day, maybe.
Oh no.
You look behind you, hoping that something is left of the man. But there is nothing. You keep running. You arrive at the National Library, and you rush into the lab. You put the gold box on the table and open it. You take it out, you take out the book, and show it to your assistant.
What is it?
She asks.
Sorry, my thing
Oh, no.
glitched out. Oh,
Refresh.
shoot.
We're in the moment.
Yep.
You're leaving her hanging, in suspense.
What? What is it? What have you
just
got
lost.
there?
You
Vacant in the
you
eyes.
take a power position in the room. You make your assistant sweat. You need to let her know who's boss in this laboratory.
Ah, yeah.
Miss Spice?
That's Dr. Spice.
Dr. Spice?
It's Dr. Spice to you, and I say I don't know.
You reply.
But you took it?
What do you say back?
That's a great point. She's really putting a great point forward.
I had to. For the cause.
How are you going to analyze this? You know, it's a book in a foreign language.
I'm gonna sleep with it under my pillow. See if it permeates in my noggin.
What are
Classic.
you a doctor of exactly?
Pseudoscience.
Oh.
Red Gamer Soul has redeemed a backstory corner, asking about the backstory of the Cursed Book of Mysteries. Eric, are you typing about sleeping with it under her pillow, or did you want to push a little further? What do you think?
No, go for. Let's just say.
If you've got it, awesome. In the meantime, Emma, you're the master of this lore. You're the Dr. Bonnie Spice. Tell us a little bit about the curse of the Book of Mysteries. What does that mean exactly? What is it? Is it a real thing? Is it a myth?
Is,
Yeah, doctor, tell me about the curse of the Book of Mysteries.
well,
I don't know anything about this.
Sorry, oh gosh. My screen's doing really weird things while this is happening, so I'm refreshing every couple seconds.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'm lucky your assistant is here and she knows
Yeah.
just as much. She's read all of you. Oh, M. John's frozen too. Oh, never
Actually,
mind.
I think I remember all the things that you've taught me about the Book of Mysteries.
Exposit, please.
Well, if I remember correctly, correct me if I'm wrong, Doctor, but the Book of Mysteries was written before the Ash Time, before the Great War with the demons, and before we used the asteroid to destroy them. But it's said that when the asteroid struck, the book became cursed. Like somehow it picked up the energy and the quality of the evil we'd done and the evil of the war. Now, it may hold the only secret to saving our planet, but it also might hold our destruction. Is that right, Doctor?
Yes, I do recall that being true. Thank you.
Incredible. Wait, M. John, what's the assistant's name if you were to write one? What's your name, assistant?
Latrice.
Okay. Really unfortunate name. Welcome, Latrice.
Thank you.
We have text. Where would be the best part to pick up from?
Probably from where. I've got one more to go.
Oh, okay. Then in that case, King of Autumn a little bit ago redeemed a character as well to put into the world info, and I've already generated it. Here's a character perhaps that we'd find at the National Library. Their name is Dr. Calvin Smokecomb. Calvin is a 75-year-old grumpy old man who makes his living by experimenting and studying the effects of radiation on living things. He often smokes cigars, and he often has to remind his lab assistants of a couple of his rules. He's good friendship with Dr. Bonnie Spice since he was friends with his late daughter.
She was friends with his late daughter?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Why don't we
here
go
we go.
from what is it? She asks.
Back to Latrice. What is it?
She asks.
I don't know.
You reply.
But you took it?
I had to, for the cause. We need to analyze it tomorrow. Now I need to sleep on it.
You head to your room, put the book under your pillow, and go to sleep. You wake up the next morning, and your assistant is waiting for you.
What did you find?
I found a book.
You say.
What kind of book?
It's a strange one. It is written in a language that I don't understand. But it has pictures, and diagrams, and equations, and...
You look at the Book of Mysteries closely, studying the pictures, trying to find out the mystery of the ash.
What does it say?
Your assistant
Well,
asks.
it doesn't say anything. It doesn't say anything. It is gibberish. But it has pictures of...
You stop. You stare at the pictures. You gasp.
What is it?
Your assistant asks.
It...
You turn
It...
and look at your assistant to ask her what she is looking at.
Oh,
Let's
no.
just hit enter.
Let's just hit enter. Let's see what it is.
Dun, 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 dun. But your assistant is gone. You turn around and look out the window. You see the ruins of a city. The buildings are crumbling. The streets are empty. The people are dead. You run to the window and look out. The street is empty. The buildings are gone. The ruins are everywhere. You rush to your bookshelf. What are you looking for, Emma?
I'm looking for my assistant's journal.
Ooh. She was so knowledgeable about all this pseudoscience business.
I'm
Nice.
wondering if she had something to do with this. That Latrice, maybe she had something up her sleeve, something I
She's
didn't
a
know
wily
about.
one. How long have Bonnie and Latrice been working together for?
I want to say 10 years. 10
Oh, damn.
long years. Yeah.
It's only long because of how Latrice is.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. All right, take it.
You pick up the assistant's journal and read the last entry.
I don't understand the mystery of the ashes, the mystery of the tower, the mystery of the Book of Mysteries, the mystery of the...
You read the rest of the page.
The mystery of the...
Oh. Latrice.
Oh, that Latrice and her repeating and trailing off.
They all just repeat and trail off. You throw the journal across the
Oh.
room. You pick up the box of books and open the gold box and take out your Book of Mysteries. You look at it. You try to read it. You try to make sense of it. You try to figure it out. You try to understand. You try to find the meaning. You try to find the explanation. Does anyone know the Aschenbach or Oshberg Book of Miracles?
Sorry, the witch?
Oshberg Book of Miracles.
No.
No.
It is.
What is this?
It is
Yeah.
Latrice might.
Latrice might. It's a picture book from I think it's like the 16th century Germany or something.
Okay.
I'm looking it up now.
Sure.
Noah, could you pull up the Oshberg Book of Miracles?
Maybe Stickman knows. Wait, yeah.
Yeah, he's from Germany. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, all the Germans know everything German related, right?
It is a 16th century picture book about a bunch of miracles that are said to have happened. But these aren't like just like the miracle. I think they're all biblical. I don't really know, but
Okay.
but like they're all of dragons and flaming men in the sky and like crazy stuff. 3 suns.
Oh, these are some cool. Oh my god.
Yeah, can you pull them up, Noah?
Yeah, pull them up. I want to see these.
This is what I picture we're seeing.
Whoa.
Right? Something like this. And even the text itself, it's in that, like, you know, reading something from the 16th century kind of way, right?
Mm-hmm.
That we're, even if you could read the language, it would be really difficult, right? The way the script flows, you know,
Right.
we've evolved from then.
Are these the original illustrations from the book as well?
I believe so, yeah.
Because those are look at the colors.
I know, right? It's kind of freaking incredible.
Wow.
Yeah, 16th century apocalyptic visions. Crap.
Yeah,
right?
This is incredible. Okay.
Yeah.
And this is what you
I-
think is in the Book of Mysteries?
Yeah, something like that.
Touchstone.
Oh, man. Noah, I know this is a big ask, but
I'll
could you
have to
go?
adjust.
Yeah. I'd love to see your take on that in our little book there. The freaky
They look
locusts
like
with the
they,
scorpion tails. Go ahead.
They look like they exist in the same world of like a Bosch painting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Like the heaven and hell piece that he did. It looks like it's, you know, from
Yeah.
like a corner of one of those.
Do we know who wrote this and who illustrated it?
We probably do. I don't know.
Would assume Augsburg.
Oh, yeah.
Or is that the place? Mysterious P, help.
Help us, Mysterious B. Help us, Stickman.
What if I looked on Amazon? Would Amazon tell me?
Is there a Wikipedia page?
By Till Holger Borchert and Joshua P. Waterman. I feel like that's not real.
Joshua P. Waterman.
I don't feel like that's real.
I don't think that's a real person, yeah.
I think Till Holger Borchert is the... Yeah, I don't know. Anyway...
Wow.
Yeah, or maybe those are or these are maybe inked ones from the original folio because it was printed in folio.
Oh, maybe.
So I think they inked the original ones. The point is, Jesus, like the freaky, like there's one about like a baby with 2 heads, like a 4 or 2 person. Oh, they're worth a look. Anyway, the point is, they're guides to the apocalypse, and it's happened, everyone. Jesus.
I see.
So what are we going to learn from the book, Emma? There is no explanation, but you have to make heads or tails of it nonetheless.
Yeah.
Can I ask Emma, pick a number between 1 and 9?
7.
7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, you picked the gross kid.
Cool.
You see a picture of a man
Gross
with
child.
Just
2
a
heads
disgusting child.
So a child.
and 8 arms and legs.
Red Gamer Soul is wondering, is it too much to ask to have our own book of hope in this story? After hearing this, I wanted part of the story now. Maybe another, the opposite version book.
Sure calls to you.
Could exist somewhere. That's
you-
cool. And which one's the gross child? Is that one of the ones that Noah shared with us?
No,
I don't believe so.
no, it's I can put it in the chat and I can copy and paste it in the Zoom chat and Noah can.
This sounds good, please.
I
And
can't do it in
yeah,
the Zoom chat. I
we're
can
aware
do it
that
in the
Noah.
I found it.
Pull it up, Noah.
Amazing. Do
I
it.
don't want to. I really don't want
Go.
to.
Let's go to the tape.
Please.
Roll it.
Stay-
I'm so excited.
I'm not. I mean, I am, but I'm not.
We're aware that Emma's camera is frozen, and there's just some
Yeah,
stuff happening.
it's,
Oh.
it's just gonna be the case.
Look at that.
Whoa!
Sadly.
That's great.
Wow!
Oh, right.
Oh, I love
that
that.
is-
Wow, I love that.
I
It
like
is
that
a
they show
whole-
front and back just to get you the full image.
Yeah, it's a whole gross in one child.
Wow! Imagine that kid doing cartwheels, though.
I think that's the only way it can move.
Well, he seems to be
I
putting
don't think
all
I
of his
wanna
weight just on the 2 legs in the middle. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
look at all the many asses.
So well toned. Who knows where one ends and the other begins?
But the other legs must do work, or he wouldn't have asses.
Imagine
right.
getting a hug from
I
this
don't
one.
want to.
Oh no, I don't want to
I don't
either.
want to think about anything with
They
this.
could hug
thing.
you with so many limbs.
A nice spider
Tailoring a suit for this lad.
I was gonna say he's naked because clothing's just so expensive for him.
But could you imagine
hug. So
if
he keeps warm because he can just hug himself if he gets cold.
Oh,
think of the potential job as a tap dancer,
a
Mhm.
chorus.
chorus of tap dancing. Yeah.
He could be in such perfect unison. Noah, are you drawing clothes on him?
Blackbarring it.
Oh.
We're
Yeah.
We're,
Oh yeah,
Really
we're on the
just not
internet.
about
We
that.
gotta
this
be
is
careful.
educational content. They're allowed to play video
Oh.
games on Twitch with tits in them. Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna. I'll make a
I-
note then for educational purposes.
Yeah, exactly.
Good save,
Yeah,
good save.
Yeah, okay, nice.
What were you gonna
Solid,
say,
solid.
Emma?
Oh, I agree with King of Autumn. It's definitely a boss from Dark Souls.
Oh my god.
Wait, is it actually?
No, wait.
It
Sorry.
looks-
I just. Sorry. Can we read the next bit in the AI? Because the
Oh,
AI
sure.
referenced by
Yeah,
itself
I-
another picture from the book.
Wait.
Sorry, I must refresh my.
Oh yeah, me too. I didn't get one. Okay.
Yeah, I don't have an update either.
Let us know when everybody's ready, and Eric, take us in.
my.
Okay.
You try to find an explanation. You see a picture of a man with 2 heads and 8 arms and legs. This picture calls to you, and you can't stop staring at it. The heads turn to you and look at you and say,
The answer is in the tower. The tower is.
You turn the page. You look at the picture of a man with a 3-headed dragon. The dragon is eating the man.
Yo.
The man says,
The answer lies in the abyss. The abyss is.
You turn the page. You look at the picture of a man with a 4-legged horse. The horse is carrying the man. The man says,
The answer lies beyond the stars.
one more
The
time.
stars are.
Wait, so
How
there's a
remarkable.
3-headed dragon, but this is just a man on a normal horse.
Oh, it's a
Four-legged
four-legged horse.
It's not a man
Obviously.
on a
Carrying
horse.
a man.
It's a horse carrying a man. That's a different thing. I'd like to think of it he's carrying it in his horse hands.
Oh no. 4 legs and arms.
You turn the page. You look at a picture of the 5 planets. The 5th planet is black, the 4th is red, the 3rd is blue, the 2nd is green, the 1st is yellow. The 5th is black, the 4th is red.
You turn the page.
I think we're done. We know where it is. It's
Are you
past the
sure? Are you
abyss
sure
of the
you
stars.
could introduce another completely unique piece of art that I have to come up with?
Get on that. Jim.
Guys,
Get
this
on.
is true adventure game puzzling.
This is amazing.
Can we get some theories? What does everyone think right now is coming up? Like, what do
Aliens.
we think?
We-
Aliens?
We pulled a meteor
That's what
from
I was literally
space.
gonna say. The same thing. We're going to space, baby.
Yeah. And all these keys and all the planets. Is it a multiple planet key? Is it all the? No, who knows?
Beyond the stars, in the abyss. Yeah, space.
Space. Yeah.
Third planet blue. It's us.
It's
Second
us.
planet green. I guess Venus used to
Venus.
be
But,
livable.
but it's like torrential clouds and like storm clouds and things. Venus could be
Great,
a big
great,
gray-
great.
Yeah.
The
planet
fourth is red. It's Mars,
Mars,
of
yeah.
course. 5th is black. Is
It's
Jupiter?
a new planet.
Ooh.
We pulled it out of orbit onto that. We used science to pull something down from the sky, a black
Right.
planet, something we didn't realize, something we couldn't see, and it's
Hmm.
brought it onto the Earth.
Yes. Oh, this is rad. This is
Misha Life
really
says,
cool.
"I think this is the prequel to the original Space Jam."
It's true.
Oh,
Oh
God.
man, I wish I saw this one instead of the LeBron James movie.
All right.
Incredible.
All right. You know what we haven't done today, Jack?
What have we not done today?
We haven't picked a literary device to use.
Oh, well, now's
Why-
a great time.
Why don't we roll for a literary device and we have to write the next line,
Okay.
incorporating number 27,
What's literary device number 27, Eric?
malapropism.
Okay. I know this word.
If
I
Shakespeare,
think the A has I think the A is doing it itself. The AI is doing it already.
It's when a similar sounding word is replaced by appropriate counterparts, typically for comic effect. One of the most commonly cited is to dance the flamingo instead of flamenco.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Malapropism. Okay, great.
What's a malapropism we could write? Open to the writer's room.
This is the dawning of the age of aquariums.
You
that's a good
turn
one.
the page and see a fish in the sky.
I was
Oh,
gonna
there
say-
it is.
Oh, I thought you said Jupiter. I thought Jupiter in the page.
Oh, Jupiter turn the page.
Jupiter. The fish says, now
Oh
is...
boy. While you type this out, Misha Life has requested a song. It sounds like a song titled "The Malapropism Song."
That's the hardest one.
Who would like to improvise for me the Malapropism Song?
Gosh.
Do you have to do it at a breakneck speed where we have to think of them at no time?
It felt appropriate, but you're right.
It was malappropriate.
Hey, zingers left and right. All right. A romantic ballad using malapropism. Emma, could I hazard you to give us a first verse of the Malapropism song? Is this too rude of me?
Sure. Do I have to come up with it on the spot right
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the rule.
You're singing to your
All
beloved.
right.
Your beloved.
now?
A flashback.
My love for you in this wasteland, this waistband,
Ah,
the dawn of man, the fire ahead gives me bread. I'll take home the bread.
M. John, do you want to
I'll
give us a
take home
chorus?
the dead.
Here we go. Take it away.
I'm the man who will bring home the baking. They say that the clothes make the moon,
All right.
but God laughs at the plans of mice and moons.
Wow. The Malapropism song.
And Jack, come up with a tag.
Ah.
You know what
And
friends
these are the
say.
words that sound like another word. They don't belong there at all. Thank you.
I think in a way that counted as a little bit of nostalgia, maybe.
Oh, perhaps.
Well, if there's one
wouldn't
thing I
mind.
know, it's that I need a drink.
Oh!
Hey.
Was it that bad, Eric?
No, I'm just stressed. I had to roll the hardest one, Emma.
Oh. Damn.
Do we have more new text? It hasn't updated for me.
No, I'm writing it. You run from the lab, from the library.
Okay.
It's gonna yeah.
Is it gonna take a minute?
I'm hitting
Fair
enter now.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
And remember, chat, you can change the dramatic device at any time with
We
channel
pray
point.
that you
In
do.
fact, you could change it right now. It could happen immediately, but I would need Jack to tell me about it.
I'll let you know.
You turn the page and see a fish from the sky. The fish in the sky. The fish says,
Now is the time of the age of aquariums.
the ash from space swirls around the fish and starts to pour out of the book. Ash fish swim through the river of cinder. You run from the library. You run through the ruins. You run through the city. You run through the desert. You run through the ocean. You run out of air. You run out of water. You run out of food. You run out. You die. You open your eyes. You find yourself in a small room. You look around.
I don't want to die and end up in a small room again. That's always how these go.
I also don't want to let the AI get away with just running through things. So how about we sip to haze?
You run
yeah.
through the ocean.
Yeah.
That sounds good. In the
Yeah.
meantime, Misha Life has asked us to once again give a roll of the literary devices. And King of Autumn has requested another character be put into the world info. So I'm going to quickly type that up. Their name is Chaplain of Wisado.
Beautiful name.
Yeah.
We've gotten way more easy one to conceptualize. We have Temesis.
Okay.
Yeah, Temesis is a word or a phrase that is broken up by interjecting words such as abso-freaking-lutely. It's used to draw out the emphasis, draw out and emphasize the ideas, often with humorous and sarcastic slant. This
Awesome.
is so the example is, this is not Romeo, he's some other where. That's a terrible.
What? That's an awful example.
That's a terrible example. Is that actually, they say that that's in Romeo and Juliet? What the fuck does that get? Is that like in the scene with his friends? That's terrible.
Yep.
Some
Actually,
other
it's in the
not
final
Romeo,
scene.
he is
it's,
otherwhere. It's when he's in love.
when he's in love, yeah.
Oh,
Or some other
right.
way, right? That's not really
okay.
Temesis then.
I mean, I guess it literally is. He's somewhere, and they've broken it up with the word other. They didn't want to just use the example of abso-freaking-lutely.
Well, but
I
it's not to
guess.
draw out the emphasis in that. I think in that one, where when we say he's somewhere, what they're trying to point out there is that he's on another plane of thought, right? He's in his sanguine, stupor.
Oh, lamenting some lady. yeah.
Right? He's not even on this plane of existence. He's in love, right?
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
particularly humorous
Well,
either, if that's the
Well, it
effect
can
it
be.
apparently should be. Oh, okay.
yeah, but it's to emphasize, right? If I wanted to, if you say like, "Hey, do you love that sherry?" and I say absolutely. If I say abso-freaking-lutely, it means I'm doubling down on the initial concept.
Doubling down, yeah.
You're right.
That makes sense.
Not like
It's a terrible example then. We'll
I don't
make so
know.
many good ones. Just watch out.
screw
I'd like to
you.
hear about the Chaplain of Wisado. Here's what the AI has to say. The Chaplain of Wisado is a who preaches to followers of the comet god. He wears a cloak that covers his entire body, and his face is always covered. He rarely speaks, and when he does, he speaks in a mysterious voice that sounds kind but stilted. When he is teaching his followers, he will walk slowly with his head bowed down, and when he is alone and meditating, he will dance alone to the sound of a drum. So, strange religious figure obsessed with the comet, leading a cult where he dances by himself. Need I say more?
We all know a guy like that.
Oh, absolutely. Are you ready for us, or do you want me to?
Well, we can go through. I
All right,
think
let's do.
we've
I'm
got a
just so
little bit.
excited to keep going.
All right, you run from the. Oh God, for fuck's sake, AI!
Oh no!
It's doing the thing, Jack.
It's been doing it every week now.
We've run through ruins until we can run no longer. We've fallen down. We fall asleep. We dream about some stuff. We wake up with a start. Who do we see in the ruins?
Ooh.
What if we see like a... What if we see the comet god? Or a follower?
Oh, one of the people of the Chaplain or whatever.
Yeah.
Pick a number between 1 and 6. M. John.
5.
Nice. is a lion.
A good number. Oh, okay. Sorry, what did you pick?
I just said list of animals, and that was the one.
Oh, all right. Cool. I like it. Emma, are you one of those people that has like crazy dreams? I know people that just
Crazy
like,
dreams?
yeah, like is that a
Yeah.
part of your everyday life?
Yes, like since I was a kid, I've actually like tried to stop dreaming every single night because it's stupidly just something that happens too much.
Try to stop dreaming?
Yeah, like it gets to the point now where it's sometimes annoying, especially because like I've had sleep paralysis too, which is a little bit annoying. But when I do have like vivid dreams now, they're just like weird. They're just very strange.
Can I ask what like the strangest dream you've ever had is, if you can remember one?
Oh yeah, it was like viscerally very weird. I was across the room, and I was like yelling at my then partner to like wake me up. And I remember like walking to Loblaws one day and remembering this dream and just like stopping. It wasn't like a haha funny knee slapper dream, but it was one of those ones where it was like, that was really strange.
That's an odd
It's
thing to
crazy how
occur.
the brain does that.
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
There a man with
yeah.
finger knives and wore a dirty hat and a
Yeah.
sweater? That's what it sounded like.
I'm reading a book right now where a character like appears in people's dreams sometimes and just like whispers to them and asks them to trade places with them in their
Whoa.
greatest moments of suffering, and it's pretty cool. And it's not great that I'm reading it at night. So,
Oh, is that
But-
the book whose cover you shared onto the Discord?
yes,
Oh.
yeah, it's Melmoth the Wanderer.
It looks
Yeah.
really cool. Just like visually,
It's
that
really
art is
freaky.
incredible. I really like to read that
If you
book.
ever
That's something
wanna-
I've read.
Yeah, if you ever want to borrow it, I'll lend it to you.
Absolutely. Thank you, my dude. M. John, what
Yeah.
about you? Are you one of those guys who got a weird dreams or no?
I don't really remember my dreams mostly. The only time I have weird dreams is when I wake up in the morning and then go back to bed.
Mhm.
And then
Yeah.
then usually nightmares. This morning I went to prison,
Oh, that's nice.
Oh,
and
Wait,
it was very realistic and very naturalistic.
oh.
They
and, I was in
sat you down in
prison,
front of a computer. You had to
and-
read some text.
And I was thinking about, I was in prison and I brought a couple books with me, and I was like, oh, I should have brought some books about the law so I could get myself out of prison. I'm very smart. And then
Is that how that works? Is that going to prison and just like, all right, so you've got your choice of 5 books that you can bring with you.
exactly. And I was thinking, I didn't bring any digestive enzymes, and I'm allergic to dairy. What am I going to eat in prison?
Oh,
I'm gonna have no
no.
choice about my
Oh, no.
foods. I'm just gonna. This is gonna suck.
Oh, no.
So it was very stressful.
I think I'm in a similar boat to you, M. John. I never really remember my dreams. I apparently talk in my sleep a lot. It'll just be like nonsense that'll happen at random hours. And the only nightmares I really have, and I think I've mentioned this on the show, anytime I look at myself in the mirror, my mouth unhinges unnaturally wide. I scream and wake up. Anytime I look at a mirror,
You know,
it's
I was
awful.
gonna talk to you, Jack. You gotta stop doing that in public.
It's just, it feels good, man.
Does anyone ever lucid dream?
Yeah,
I
occasionally,
wish.
Yes,
occasionally.
yes, yes.
Yeah, me too. When I find I am dreaming and it's like, oh, this is a dream, and I'm just like, well, let's go flying.
Oh man.
I had a weird, like, 6-month period where I would go up to people and be like, did you know we're in a dream? And they'd be like, stop it. Like, just stop.
Wait,
and then
in
they'd
your dreams or in real
continue on.
life?
No, not in real life.
Okay.
My, no, in my dreams, and all the dream figures would be like, wow, so that's interesting. Anyway, so let's go to the supermarket. And I'd be like, no. And I was stuck in a loop because there's different, I didn't really realize I was doing it, and then I'd be fully lucid and then wake up, which is a curse of lucidity.
Where you just like
But
feel it
there's
slipping away from
actually-
you.
Yeah, there's actually a word for talking in your sleep, Jack. Somniloquist.
Somniloquist. Yeah.
It's my favorite word of all time.
Oh,
So
that's a beautiful word. Thanks, Emma.
no
I'm a
prob.
somniloquist. Ooh.
yeah.
I learned that there are several tricks to training yourself how to lucid dream. One of them is like constantly checking in with yourself, saying like, am I dreaming right now? And having that be part of your routine. So I thought you going to people and saying, hey, are you aware that we're in a dream? Like if you did that 7 times a day and you're like, oh, it's 1 o'clock, time to tell someone we're in a dream. Then in a dream, your brain will be like, oh, I got to tell someone we're in a dream. Wait a minute, I am in a dream. And then you'd be lucid dreaming.
Yeah, I'm usually at the level of lucidity where I'm still confused, but I still have agency. If
Got
that
it.
makes sense.
Yeah.
I
and
can't like
awareness.
fly around and eat chocolate bars.
That'd
I
be
wish
nice.
so.
Daniela, when she dreams, like casts like celebrities in her dreams as the people. It'll be like, so I was dreaming about being at the supermarket and I saw M. John, but it wasn't M. John. It was John Hamm playing M. John or whatever it may be.
Wow.
Yeah, that tracks. That tracks.
That would be
It makes me laugh.
He needs to
incredible.
stop stealing my life.
Absolutely. I wish. I truly wish. What about you, Noah? Do you have any dreams or dream experience? What's your sort of dream situation like?
Every so often I'll get weird dreams. I've never lucid dreamed.
Never?
Dreamt. Not that I can think of, genuinely. I don't think I've ever had that moment to be like, I'm in a dream, and like have control over it. One dream that I do remember, because I remember I woke up and I wrote it down like immediately, because I was just like, what? And even then, I don't have all of the details down so much as I'm like, I remember I was working at a convenience store in the middle of a New Mexico desert, like in the middle of like some dusty old road, whatever.
Okay.
I'm working at this gas station convenience store.
Sure.
That had an apartment on top where I lived as well.
Okay. Yeah.
And I remember there was this cat. There was a cat that was just left there that I then, in the dream, decided all of my care and focus is now onto keeping this cat safe. And I was like very weirdly protective over this cat as people came in and whatnot. And it genuinely ended. I don't understand why, but it ended with an atomic bomb.
Oh.
Like it ended with the mushroom. It ended with me running
no.
outside holding a cat as I look up to the distance and I just see a mushroom cloud just erupting. And I held my thumb out in front to be like, am I far enough away? And I very clearly was not.
Oh.
That
Oh,
sounds not at all calming.
No.
No. And then
A
I
nice
woke up
relaxing
and
sleep experience.
I just went to work.
What about you, Eric? Do you like what's your dream situation like?
I've talked about my dreams on this show. About
Yeah.
my sleep paralysis. I talk about a lot of things, I realize.
Well, you should. It's a show.
Yeah, I dream sometimes that I say things to people that I don't have the chance to say.
Oh man.
Like things I could have said, but the time is like long past.
A little bit of nostalgia for the past, perhaps.
Oh yeah, I need a drink.
Do you ever
Yeah.
lucid dream or anything like
Yeah,
that?
occasionally.
Mhm.
Vivid dreaming, lucid dreaming. Like, ever since when I was a teenager, I did a show based on dreams, and we studied all kinds of dreams. And since then, I think because one of the things that can make you, like, if you go to bed and you tell yourself, I am going to remember my dream, and you mentally tell yourself that, or I will be aware when I'm dreaming, you can actually train yourself even to lucid dream.
Even that easily. Wow.
Yeah, well, it takes time, right? But if you do it every night and make a conscious thought.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we have some text. I think
Yeah, I was
it
gonna
might
pass it
might
back to
be
you
a-
as well. Yeah.
Might be a good act break. Who knows? Let's see.
All right.
Let's see what happens. All right. The ash from space swirls around the... wait, we'll go from... you run from the library. You run through the ruins until you can run no longer. You collapse. You lay on the ground. You close your eyes. You fall asleep. You dream. You dream of a 6-armed man. You dream of a 7-eyed woman. You dream of a 9-tailed fox. You dream of a 10-winged angel. You wake up with a start. In front of you is a lion. You turn to it. It turns to you and says,
The comet has landed, and your world is crumbling.
you say,
How do we stop it?
The lion replies.
The answers are in the tower. The tower is...
You turn to the lion. The lion is already gone. You stand up. You look around. The ruins are all around you. You yell.
Where is the tower? You can't just leave me here alone.
You wait for the answer. But you hear none. You look at the book. You open it. You stare at the picture of the 5 planets. You close the book. You throw it on the ground. You kick it. You scream. You cry. You stand on the ground. You put your head in your hands. You sit there. You wait.
Well, isn't this fan-fucking-tastic?
You say. You decide to climb to the top of the tallest building to see if you can spot the tower. You climb to the top. You climb up the broken steps. You reach the rooftop. You step onto the ledge. The blazing sun beats down on you. You look down.
Good. If I fall, at least I will die quickly.
You turn back around. The sunset is breathtaking.
Oh, wow.
Hell fucking yeah.
Hell fucking yeah.
I gotta
That was
say,
fun.
the AI is being difficult today in the way that it has been difficult with this repeating, but it has been remembering fucking things like crazy. Like
It
these
has.
fucking planets and
Yeah.
shit.
Its
Like,
memory's been really good.
fucking
I was going to ask if you put the picture of the 5 planets forward
No,
or not.
a lot of this is it. Like I said, well, I'm giving little prompts, and he's actually giving most of this. So,
Incredible.
yeah, it's pretty fucking cool. Whoa. Do you got a game?
I
Do we
do.
get an act break? I need a break, Jack.
Let's take a break.
How are
And-
you feeling, Noah, with the
I
art?
was
Yeah,
gonna
no.
ask if Emma wanted to jump in on some of this art here because I could really use an extra pair of hands.
Oh, if I had my tablet running, we should do a show where we both do it at the same time.
Wait,
No,
were you
Very
both
funny.
maybe in a
should.
competition?
Maybe some
Oh,
kind
Oh,
of
no,
you draw
no,
one
like
thing and they'll draw
symbiotic, no
a
competition.
tag team.
Oh, I mean, we could
Do
always
it.
have a mix of both.
You could do it where you
Uh,
share the same screen you're both drawing on.
Yeah, that's a
Like-
great idea for a show.
Well,
Where
that's
you're
a
both
wonderful
adding
idea,
to the
John.
same picture at the
And
same
some
time.
sort of race for
Oh, just,
to
you know.
fill the space or something.
The symbiosis of the drawing at the same time and also the chaos of that.
Yeah.
We have a show
John,
coming out.
I was
soon.
gonna say, we're,
yeah.
It's
we're working
a
on.
competitive illustration show called Negative Space Race, where we pit 2 illustrators head to head in a series of challenges,
Oh.
just like this one. They'll share a canvas, draw images back and forth, share an image and try to make it look more like their target image, whatever it may be. There are ascribed points by Eric and I sort of arbitrarily throughout in an epic WWE duel for the illustrative ages. And we're really excited to share that with you guys.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Look, I would like to play a game today that we haven't played in a little while. A wonderful competitive game that we call Fortunately, Unfortunately. It's a great way to while away the hours as the apocalypse drones on. And it's a simple game of going along the line here. First person starts with a fortunately statement. We tell a story like, fortunately, I was far enough from the atom bomb blast and I lived. And the next person in line would say, unfortunately, carrying on the story with an unfortunate event. And if you cannot come up with an event in time, you're out, and we whittle it down until there is only one winner remaining. The time gets, tighter every time. The dead ones, yell at you if you're taking too long. It gets very stressful. But it's a nice way to take a break, especially for Eric, who's been writing all this time to continue to flex his writing muscles and not have a moment of breathing. Let's go with, I'll go first. Emma, why don't you go after me? Then Eric, M. John, and then Noah. Does that sound good?
Got it.
All right. M. John, have you played this game before?
Yes.
Okay. Emma, have you played this game before?
No, and you cut out slightly when the instructions were happening.
How about we do Jack, me, M. John, Noah, Emma. You'll
That
get
sounds
it.
good.
You'll get
Yeah.
it.
Perfect.
That sound good? Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to start with, fortunately, wandering the wastes, I found a store of clean water.
Unfortunately, I had nothing to put it in.
Fortunately, I could soak my shirt.
Unfortunately, I was wearing only a crop top, so I didn't have much fabric to work with.
Fortunately, I was a seamstress with lots of fabric around, and I had myself a sewing time.
Unfortunately, my hands were baked from the sun and my motor control was ruined.
Fortunately, oh shit. Fortunately, the owner of the water treatment plant had many collections of thimbles.
Unfortunately, I have especially fat fingers, and none of them would fit on my meaty hands.
Oh no!
Fortunately, I was able to fashion a bunch of them together into a super thimble.
Unfortunately, I had a meltdown and threw it on the ground.
Wait, sorry, was that unfortunately? Why?
Unfortunately.
In what world would that be fortunately? No, no. Okay.
It seems like someone's having an issue here.
No, yeah. Damn it.
You're
Damn
the
it.
judge, Jack. You say what happens.
I'm dead. Eric,
Yeah. I'll start.
pick us up. You want to just start us? Start us a new tale.
A new tale?
In the apocalypse, if you don't mind.
In the apocalypse. When the bombs hit, fortunately, I had been building a shelter for the last 10 years.
Unfortunately, I wasn't home at the time.
Fortunately, I was just at my neighbor's.
Unfortunately, my neighbors were not also at home that time.
We broke into our
Fortunately, I
neighbor's
really
house.
don't like them, and the thought of spending an entire apocalypse trapped in a bunker with them was unpalatable to say the least.
Unfortunately, they had the best food in their bomb shelter.
Unfortunately, it was all horribly irradiated by the bomb.
Fortunately, I had their pet dog to jump on.
Unfortunately, I had no stove to cook it.
Fortunately, I always carry my trusty Zippo lighter and a pocket full of kindling.
Unfortunately, my lighter seemed to be out of gas.
Fortunately, I was very fast with my hands and fastening wood.
You are out.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. You're joining me now. We can yell at people as they take too long. M. John, why don't you start us a new tale?
Sure. Fortunately, I made my way across the wastelands.
Oh God, that's me. Shit.
It's okay, Noah. You carry on.
Oh, unfortunately, I came across a band of bandits.
Fortunately, they hadn't spotted me yet.
Unfortunately, I was wearing a lot of loud, clangy items.
Fortunately, though, they were all deaf.
Unfortunately, they could smell, and I hadn't showered in a while.
Oh, no.
Fortunately, there was also a mud pile nearby that I could roll in.
Unfortunately, it was not just a mud pile.
Oh.
Fortunately,
as
I
you
love
will.
alligators, and they're my best friends.
Unfortunately, they don't love me so much.
Oh.
Fortunately, in my life prior, was an expert alligator wrangler.
Unfortunately, both of my hands had been blown off by the atomic fallout.
Fortunately, I had a very strong alligator knife clenched in my jaw at all times.
Unfortunately, I had it clenched the wrong way, and it was a severe pain in my cheek.
Fortunately, I had a first aid kit to sew myself up.
Unfortunately, again, hands missing. I'm not so great with sewing with my feet.
Noah, get out of there. Get out of there. The final round. I'm going to ramp up the tension with some
All right.
drums. Eric, why don't you just kick us off?
When the storms came, fortunately, I was the last meteorologist that could track them.
Unfortunately, all of my equipment was broken.
Fortunately, my wife was an engineer.
Unfortunately, she had died the last week.
Fortunately, OkCupid is the only online service still running.
Unfortunately, I couldn't afford the premium membership.
Fortunately, pickings were slim, so I just cast a wide net and hoped for any kind of fish to come along.
Unfortunately, no one wanted to match with me.
Fortunately, I had a gay friend who could give me some fashion advice and spruce up my image.
Unfortunately, I started matching with the people I did not want to match with.
Fortunately, I was slowly going blind from the electromagnetic atmosphere.
That'll do it.
Unfortunately, that was quite painful.
Fortunately, I have many painkillers.
Unfortunately, after a week of using painkillers, their effectiveness started to wane.
Fortunately, by then, I had gouged my eyes out with a spoon.
Unfortunately, that made it very difficult to detect the meteors that my equipment was not working to try to help me detect.
Fortunately, I had no difference between above ground and below ground, so I took up a job as a mole man in the underground mole cities.
Unfortunately, the mole cities turned out to be quite racist and didn't really want me there.
Fortunately, they were all blind, so if I could play it cool, they'd never know.
Unfortunately, my accent was unmistakable.
Fortunately, I had been taking speech lessons for the last 6 years and began to concoct the phoneme equivalent of mole speak.
Unfortunately, their lexicon and vocabulary was very difficult to perfect.
Fortunately, all of their dictionaries are in Braille.
Unfortunately, that is the one language I never learned before I gouged out my own eyes.
Oh, no.
Fortunately, with my knowledge of weather and geological determination, I managed to convince them I was but a god among mole men.
Unfortunately, they eat their gods in the mole cities.
Fortunately, I was able to douse myself with Tabasco, which all mole men cannot withstand.
Unfortunately, the ants who live alongside the mole men love Tabasco.
Fortunately, I am a great friend of bees, particularly hornets who eat ants.
Unfortunately, the bees also love Tabasco.
Last one, Eric. Go for it.
Fortunately, by this point, I was happy to die. There was nothing left to live for. I am but a blind man surrounded by moles being devoured by ants and bees. Hope was
Addicted to
gone.
painkillers.
I concede. I don't
Wow.
want to live. I don't want it. There is nothing fortunate.
That was beautiful. That was wonderful to behold.
Beautiful
Well
is a
played.
word for it. Yes,
It sure
Jack.
is. I liked this tale of our drug addicted, blinded mole man.
It's bee fucking beautiful.
Be fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, M. John and Eric, I'm going to say the two of you successfully tied, which means the two of you get to share the duty that comes next, and that is giving us a summary of the story so far. Who would like to kick it off?
Sure.
Go.
Take it, M. John.
All right. So, demons came to planet Earth. There was only one way to defeat them. We somehow brought down an asteroid on their main headquarters, but in doing so, seemed to have doomed the planet to be covered in ash, which is killing many people. But luckily, we found a source of mystery and possibly hope, and maybe destruction, in the form of a gold box with the name Tony Robbins on it. And inside was a book of mysteries. We took the book of mysteries, we found the book of mysteries in an ancient library, and the librarian there was slowly turning to ash. And then we brought the book back to our headquarters at the National Library, and our assistant told us all about the history of mysteries and the book and how it contains perhaps the evil and the power of the conflicting worlds. And then we slept on the book to determine if we could get some insights out of it. And while looking in the book, we saw many horrifying pictures. And then our assistant jumped out the window and disappeared. And then we jumped out the window and went for a run. And eventually we sat down and took a nap.
Eric, take it from there.
We woke up, but before we could translate the book, our assistant crumbled to ash, or at least was gone, and the world was disintegrating faster and faster. We looked in the book, furious, just trying to find anything that could give us a hint, and we saw what can only be described as a tiny baby with 3 buttocks and 9 arms. And it turned to us and it said, the answer is in the tower. And we turned to the next page and it said, the tower is in the sky. And this turned to the sky is the abyss, and the abyss is stars. And perhaps we pulled down stars and we don't know, but everything is so cryptic. So we just ran. We ran from the fire and the ash and the river of fish and ran into the city. And in the city we found a lion pointing us to the tower that where all the answers lie. So we climbed as high as we could, thinking perhaps we could see that tower. But all we saw was the sun setting on a crumbling world.
Bring us back in.
The sunset is breathtaking. You stare at the sunset, wondering if there was anyone else alive seeing it. You hear a faint whisper.
Answer is in the tower. The star is.
You turn around. The moon is hanging low on the horizon.
The answer is in the galaxy. The galaxy is.
The Milky Way stretches from horizon to horizon. The line of stars make a tower in the sky.
The answer is in space. Space is.
The meteor appears. You suddenly feel a cold chill. A fiery ball of liquid burns. A liquid death burns brightly in the evening sky. You try to ignore it.
The ion shield is.
You still can't ignore the whispering. What do you do, Emma? Is Emma here? Shit!
Oh, Emma!
Hi, sorry, I'm here. It
Okay.
got
What do we do?
choppy.
What are you thinking, Emma?
What do you say to it?
I'm gonna turn, and as far as I know, I can't see anything, but I'm gonna feel the presence of where it's speaking from. And I'm gonna say thank you. And I'm gonna spring into action.
Oh, hell yeah.
What are you going to do to spring into action?
Before I wanted to jump, but I feel like that was like a self-demise thing.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna retreat and run back. With all these numbers being thrown out, I know the coordinates, you know? They're in my head.
Oh, nice. The nine-tailed
There's a
fox.
spot.
Yeah, okay.
The four-legged horse. I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
It all makes sense.
There's only one
Coming
way
together.
a horse could have 4 legs.
The horror of a four-legged horse.
In your head. What were the numbers? Let's look back and see. We have
ooh.
6,
crunch
7,
the
9,
six.
10.
Here it is. 2, 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10.
2, 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9.
9, 10, yeah. 3-headed dragon, 4-legged horse, 5 planets, 6-armed man, 7-eyed woman, 9-tailed fox, 10-winged angel. Also, what's this ion shield? Is this some sort of, from the past, a way to protect the Earth? Some people are postulating what the tower could be. Some saying maybe it's the Tower of Babel, maybe the tower's a spaceship, maybe the tower is the name of some pre-war experimental space array that can disperse the ash cloud. King of Autumn is postulating that the ash-pocalypse, the ash-calypse, is the reason for Earth's destruction for that episode we did with Jack Wallace, where the moon or the Earth was disappeared or destroyed.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
All part of the AI Dungeon Crawler cinematic universe, yes.
AICU.
Hey!
The AI,
I
the
see
AI,
you.
the AIDCCU. That's it.
The aid coup.
How do you spell coordinates?
It is COORDINATES.
COORDIT.
No, NATES.
Yes. No one has ever been able to enter. You.
And John, as far as apocalyptic fiction goes, where does this range? From on your
There's a lot of-
you're placing
there's a
it
lot
on your
of-
bookshelf here.
There's a lot of turning,
Yes.
and a lot of running,
Yep.
a lot of numbers, and a lot of people vanishing.
Sure.
I put in those
Left
coordinates.
behind. Oh, okay.
I put in those coordinates, by the way, in a GPS.
Oh, shit.
What did you put?
I put latitude 28 by 34 by 5 and 68 31 by 0, and it's somewhere just close to the border between Argentina and Chile,
Yes.
which is
Where the tower is.
yeah.
Those stars in a line there are actually a gigantic celestial arrow pointing to the border between Argentina and Chile.
And, well, it's in a pretty large park area,
Just a big
close
park.
to a river.
Oh man, does it look nice?
Is it nice? That's the important thing about the apocalypse.
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Well, it's
I thought are coordinates 4 digits by 4 digits, latitude and longitude?
They
it
can
depends.
be quite long, can't they?
Yeah, they can.
They can be 1 to 3 numbers in all in the first 2 coordinates, and then the 0.5 gives you the point gives you exactly where.
What
so
is
it could be
28 point?
28. So I did 28 34 5, but it could be 283 4 5.
Oh,
283 45, or isn't like latitude longitude, right?
Yes.
What about a 28.34 56.79?
20.
although we're still missing the 10, right?
That's building 10.
Oh, building 10,
28.
like a complex.
Sorry. So what did you want as your latitude then?
Latitude 28.34, longitude
28.34. Okay.
longitude 56.
56.
0.97 or 79.
79, yeah.
79. Okay. And do you want north or south? And longitude, do you want east or west?
Ooh.
North,
And east or west?
west.
Yeah.
Northwest. Okay.
Northwest Territories were always more important than we thought they would be.
Okay.
Where's that?
Hold on a second. I'm just waiting for this to refresh.
What if we've just discovered the world's largest, most complex ARG, and it was this AI feeding us numbers months after it's been released?
The numbers again.
Noah's got them there in his art.
Yeah, they are written. I have them written in the art.
Okay. Hold on. Two new windows open. 9, 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6, 7, and 9, 1. 6, 7, 9, 1. So you wanted the 5 in there to 28.
You wanted 28.34 and then 56.79.
And then 56.
Oh, yeah. I have them written down as not real coordinates because...
By northwest.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's in the middle of the ocean.
Okay.
What have we found?
Hold on a second. We are in the middle of the ocean, as are most coordinates.
Atlantis!
Where is it in the ocean?
middle of in the Atlantic. Let me see how far into the North Atlantic we are. I'm zooming and zooming and zooming out. Yeah, we are dead center of the North Atlantic.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're fucking finding Atlantis, everybody.
Yeah, baby, let's go.
Oh, we
That's
thought
what
we
happens
were,
when
we thought we were going to
maybe,
space.
Maybe some of the continents during this apocalypse have actually, like Pangea, just split and started shifting rapidly while she was out.
Yeah. I mean,
Mayhaps.
the closest thing to this point is going to be the Dominican
point
Republic
between-
or Puerto Rico.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, is the place, is the spot between the borders of Argentina and we're in a nice park.
No, wrong ocean.
Misha Life says, is it the Bermuda Triangle?
We could say that.
I don't actually know
Sure.
where the Bermuda Triangle is exactly.
It's not there, but that's okay.
Hey, all right. But with the drift.
Look, the
Well, I mean-
AI is trying.
If I change either of these,
Oh, it's
I
close,
could-
though, isn't
I
it?
could go
There's-
to north. I could change that to
Puerto Rico there.
northeast.
Well, I think I like it. I think I like that it's Atlantis. It's
Okay.
it's a city of the things past, and I think
Sure.
that 10 meteors fell in and turned the world to ash into that point in the ocean. And what we haven't been able to know is ion shielding the place that this ash is starting, where it begins, because the world was shut down before we weren't able to communicate it fast enough. So now that we know the coordinates exactly,
That's gonna be a hell of a journey to make. Though I guess we do, where are we in the world? Do we know? I guess we know we're in the States somewhere from that flag we found. The flag, I guess, could also be Puerto Rico.
Yeah, Jello said it was red and white stripes here.
I mean, it'd be great if we were already in Puerto Rico. That would make us pretty close to these coordinates. Well, as close as we could be. We're still, a few days of ocean journeying away.
I have the perfect plan.
What are you thinking?
Draw a flag.
Ah,
We've been here the whole time.
a good save. Good save. Bonnie Spice, a good Puerto Rican name. Gorgeous.
Dr. Spice.
Good old Dr. Spice. Oh
My
my
favorite
gosh.
is the Spice Girls.
The sixth Spice Girl, Dr. Spice.
I think someone in the chat called her Science Spice earlier, and I think that's funny. Who is this we hear purring in your microphone?
Oh yeah, that's my hairless cat, Claudia Jean.
Oh,
Oh,
I
look at her.
love her.
She's grown some peach fuzz because it was cold somewhere, so she normally.
They're so loud.
So I love hairless cats. I really do. I think that they are the cutest thing, and I have so many people that tell me that I am wrong, and that But honestly, there's something about them that's just. I love it. I love them.
All animals are cute.
Right?
Hot take, M. John. You just fought off some crocodiles with no hands.
Yep. Even they're cute. I was good friends with the crocodiles. They just weren't friends with me.
Forget that this man was an alligator wrangler before before the apocalypse.
Yeah, exactly.
Eric, do we have some we got some text?
all right. I wrote a
Oh, man.
fair amount for this one, but
Oh, I'm so excited.
all right.
Okay.
You feel the presence of the voice and say,
Thank you.
the numbers of the voice echo in your head. Latitude 28.34 north, longitude 56.79 west. The meteor that fell and turned the world to ash fell into the ocean, and they must be at those coordinates. You run back to the library, hoping you'll still be able to be in contact with the 10 winged angels sent to space from the ancient world. You arrive at your terminal. Yes, it did it! It just... shit! You type in latitude 28.35 north, longitude 56.77 west.
No matches found.
You punch in the numbers again. You hit enter.
No matches found.
Damn it!
Let's run to the paper map, Eric. Of course, it's not a place that's been It's the middle of the ocean.
Map and look for the...
Yeah, we're doing it analog,
Why?
baby.
We need to talk to the satellites, Jack. That's the 10 winged angels.
Oh, I understand. I thought we were just trying to figure out where it was.
Wait, is it 56.79? I thought it was
Oh, it is
56.
7-9.
Oh, 7-9,
I thought
yeah.
It's 56.79, not 57 point...
Yeah,
No,
56.79.
that's slightly different. Okay.
I think it'll be close enough.
Probably.
Damn it. What do we say? What do we do?
Oh, man.
You
no matches
overri-
found twice.
You override the security I'm trying to think of the words.
Oh,
but
true. It could be
essentially
some
it's
sort of
saying it's just like
security
it's some kind of confidential
Protocol.
we're keeping
and
this information from you.
Tell the satellites to fire fire the ion because the thing in the sky said ion shielding.
Yeah,
True.
the ion shield.
Shielding
You tell the satellites to turn on the ion shield.
blindly at that coordinate.
Uh-huh. We are
Um,
closer to the Bermuda Triangle now with those actual coordinates, but
Hey, all right.
closer.
Shit.
Still pretty far away.
Okay.
Everything's
okay.
relative. It's fine.
Damn it.
Hey, Emma, are you still there?
I'm still here. However,
Hey.
I'm a ghost, and you can't see me.
Wow.
But you can perceive me
Way to
for
get-
All right.
everyone at home.
Way to get into character, Emma, for this.
So
moment.
just for reference, the Bermuda Triangle coordinates are 25 by 71, 25 north by 71 west.
Oh, man. We're actually pretty close.
Damn.
I mean, 20 coordinates further west. 20 coordinates further west is a considerable
Yeah,
margin
You call
on
it
the
20
on the
minutes.
scale of the
Wes.
planet.
Yeah,
20 minutes.
but those Bermuda Triangle waves that suck the ships in, they're flowing on the current. So like for a week.
True.
Yeah, that's just when
Yeah,
they
yeah,
reach
yeah.
the
This
surface,
is, this
you know?
is continental drift in action.
This is where you find the true entrance to the Bermuda Triangle. If you don't enter from specifically this coordinate, then that's when you get lost.
There it is.
Excellent.
The front door.
This is the front door of the Bermuda Triangle.
It's written, you override the security protocol and tell the satellites to fire the ion shielding blindly at that coordinate. That's all I wrote. It
This
wrote,
satiates.
I'm excited.
you wish you could believe in God, but you don't.
Oh.
You wish you were anywhere else, but you aren't. You stare at the burning night. You watch the meteor march across the inky black night sky. You wait for it to crash. You wait for the end. The end.
Well, it wasn't a long wait.
Wow.
Actually, kind of metal. Oh, man. I'm kind of into it, though.
Sick.
Yeah. We just brought out the end of the world, man. It happened.
Who knows?
Who knows?
We don't know. Maybe we were successful.
You watch the meteor march across the inky black night sky. You wait for the crash. You wait for the end.
Well, but maybe somehow engaging the ion shield,
Was
Just
Did
redirected the
something good?
meteor. We were watching it march across.
or we were sending it to specific coordinates.
well, we don't know, but that the story's ended, so now it's just up for discussion. We were J.J. Abrams by this shit.
Oh, no!
Oh, my God.
Oh.
It was purgatory the whole time.
Hmm.
Now you're in your own private hell. Well, didn't use my pipe.
Now's a good time. What are some theories? What do you guys all think?
I think that, well, we were meddling with God, forces we couldn't understand. And I think that a lot of the imagery that exists in the world, this idea of demons and angels, kind of feels like a coping to a people who have fallen, from the majesty of their old civilization, and then don't understand the world around them, so they come up with things, right? They come up with an explanation,
Myth or whatever.
yeah, to understand this stuff. But I don't know. I think it's kind of cool, and then maybe we needed to lock the thing we uncovered at the bottom of the ocean. Maybe we needed to stop something from coming from the sky, but we were running around as a person just trying to cope with this terrible world that they don't really understand, just hoping that what they're doing matters, but never really knowing if anything. You find a book, does it matter? I don't know. Does anything matter? People are here and people are not here, and it's hard to make any sense of it. And then at the end, you do the best you can, and all you can do is sit and wait. And you will never even know if what you did even changed the outcome, whether it's good or bad.
Up for some Twinkies.
Fuck.
Oh, did we see Noah?
Oh,
You gotta give us
I-
Did we
I
miss
saw
any
one.
Twinkies?
You've missed Twinkies.
I-
You've
Oh,
100%
no.
missed Twinkies.
I only have the art on a tiny screen, and I'm writing.
Me
so
too.
have
I missed all
excuse.
of them.
That's fair.
How about Jack? While you make the that's the end.
Closing. Yeah.
Well, you make the ending song. Noah, can you bring us back and show us the Twinkies? 'Cause
I will show you guys some Twinkies.
I wonder if
Chat-
that asteroid was the demons sending their reinforcements.
Oh no! I was wondering about if the ion shield is the satellites themselves, and we've sent them converging and crashing down as like a last ditch to shut down the source of the ash or something. One way or another, we've performed a definitive action that we had to override a safety protocol to do. So I don't know.
Maybe the demons are coming for their share of Twinkies.
Speaking of which,
it's our fault for making such delicious, wholesome food that aliens can't resist.
It's all ready to play one of the demons too.
Oh.
oh, hey, Armando's in the chat. Hey, Armando. Heavy fare
Armando.
tonight, y'all. he
Armando.
says. Hey, thanks, Armando. Go ahead, guys. We're at the end of the story now, so if you guys got some song titles that call out to you based on today's adventure, shoot them out. I'll pick the one I like best, punch it into the AI, and generate some song lyrics. So we'll sing a song and close the show off.
Comet of Destiny.
Comet of Destiny. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you, M. John.
John, are those like Kruger gloves?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
They are. And you were talking about like going up to people being like, you know we're in a dream, right? It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, so are you looking for actual song titles or song titles?
The chat will
chat's
also
gonna throw
the
out
chat
some.
will give
Yeah.
He's.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Don't worry.
All right,
Don't
Noah.
I'm
Let's
gonna have this open.
Oh, it's right there on the desk.
You're right. It is.
Oh.
You know, I feel like this was a great themed idea of making it Twinkies, but in practice, what is a Twinkie if not just an indescript cylinder?
Just an oval.
So on
Yeah.
that point,
Oh, that one's pretty obvious.
a later shot of the desk.
She's got the word Twinkie written right there, doesn't it?
Yes.
Oh.
Wait, where? Oh,
On this. Yep.
I have it really small in OBS, so it's a little difficult for me to read that. But
Fair enough.
yeah.
And then yes, the next Twinkies were there weren't many Twinkies, mainly because I didn't have and art was interesting this week, I'll say the least.
I was liking
I
it.
loved the art.
Yeah, I
well,
love
thank
this
you.
art, dude.
I'm happy with it. I'm happy with how it did turn out. It took me a little bit to kind of get to hone in on it. I felt once we figured out the Augsburg, it definitely added a vibe to go with. It also definitely added a lot more arms and legs
Yeah.
and wings and eyes and anything else you could think of.
A certain three-assed je ne sais quoi.
Butts. Yeah, many butts.
Many butts.
Many buds.
Look at all those legs. They got together and made an ass of themselves.
Biblically accurate butts.
The name of my new punk band.
You know, I hate it in media that there just aren't enough biblically accurate butts that are shown.
Yeah.
You know, it's always these really nice butts, really beautiful, but they were terrifying in the butt. I want butts with lots
That
of
really
eyes
got
on
you,
them.
Eric. I'm sorry.
What?
Oh no.
Good lord.
All right. Do you guys want to do any epilogues, or do you just want to talk more about the story?
We can
I
just
still
talk
got
more
some
about
time.
biblically accurate
Yeah.
butts.
All right. You
Jack,
do
keep
you.
We got
I'm
this.
still
Make the
typing.
damn song.
I do really like that at the end. I mean, we have this scientist who, is about reason and logic. Other than, sleeping with the book under her pillow, but kind of clings to the idea of, like, more esoteric ideas and a possible deity. And then at the end kind of is sobered by, just meteors. And doesn't really know if it really was a thing or not. But just succumbs.
What I've been curious about with this story, because clearly this story, it took place on Earth. As it said in the opening sentence, Earth was a utopian. However, really made to, I couldn't, is this an alternate history? Was this a future? What did you guys think? Where where do you believe this would have taken place in like an Earth-type society?
Well, to me, it feels very H.P. Lovecraft in that, like, mysterious creatures, mysterious forces, science that's not really science. So, like, in my mind, I kind of kept going back in time a little bit to, like, you know, the era that Lovecraft's writing, like the 1920s and 30s. So, this scientist, Bonnie Spice.
Mm-hmm. I do like that. I was trying to figure out, and as I was thinking about it, I kept thinking that it was like a near. I always thought of it for some reason as like a near future. Like this is in some point soon in our situation, or even possibly an alternate history. Maybe this is what the rapture was. The rapture was the demons that came, and then. But that's the
Right,
thing.
so
I was
there
thinking,
was
like in a modern society, then truly demons have arrived and come, and somehow, I mean, the technology to call down a meteor feels very future to me.
Well, I mean, it's that blend of science and magic, which I think is cool.
Yes.
And in terms of that book of the apocalypse, right? It's like, all right, so if this is Revelation, which means, you know, rebirth, if this is the apocalypse, the end of days, and the rapture, then like maybe those demons were actually angels and we destroyed them.
We couldn't distinguish a difference. We couldn't understand.
Or maybe those who were killed are the ones who are taken in the rapture, and everyone who's left behind are the people who are not, if we're looking at it in a sort of biblical way. So everyone else went to some sort of utopia, and we've been left here in this desolate planet.
Oh God. Oh,
So-
I love that.
There's the thought that any significantly advanced technology, when perceived by someone of less advancement, would consider it magic, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if God is just aliens that seeded something, left, and are coming back for quote unquote the rapture, or to judge us as they've put down?
I mean, how is God not an alien if you believe in God?
Yeah.
I mean, how is that?
But
How is that not the same definition anyway?
But what if they weren't expecting us to have advanced in technology enough to be somewhat comparable?
Like to destroy them?
Yeah, to pull a meteor down on them, motherfuckers.
They like were coming to get their pets. They were like, all right, we left them at daycare long enough. Let's go get them at a doggy daycare. And then we were like, kill them!
Space lasers, bitch.
Yeah,
exactly.
they saw that we have a whole bunch of a precious, valuable mineral within our Earth's core, and they're like, wow, it'd be kind of a hassle for us to crack it open, so we'll just jumpstart their society so that a couple thousand years we could come back and they'll have it out and ready for us. Little did we know. I've put into our Zoom chat here a new code. Go ahead and pump that into AI Dungeon to get the song that we're closing the note off. This is Red Gamer Soul suggested this title, Crawling in My Mind, Crawling in My Skin. It's a country folk song for the apocalypse. Thought it seemed appropriate. Bust out the old, slightly out of tune acoustic guitar. Let me see if I can actually make it slightly out of tune. I don't think I've done this before. Guitar settings. Detune. I'm going to detune. What's a good detuning percentage? Here's 35%. That sounds still pretty in tune. What's a little bit more than that? That's a bit too much. 75%.
I was going to say, if it's detuning, but it's all detuning each string the same, I feel like it's just going to be...
Nah, relative to each other. It's sloppy tuning. Close enough for folk, as they say. Let me know when you guys are all in. I think what we're going to do is, Eric, I'm going to have you kick us off with verse 1 and the first chorus. Emma, I'd love for you to take verse 2 and the second chorus. And M. John, I'd love for you to bring it home by singing our bridge and the final chorus, if you're all right with that.
Sure.
Sweet.
I'll keep drawing.
And Eric, yeah, Noah will keep drawing.
All right, let's go.
Eric, you all set? All right, let's do it. Let me turn this up here.
I'm crawling in my mind. The crows were roosting on broken walls. I sat on a stoop, staring at the sky. I was 19 years old. We broke out of school, stomped through the yard, screaming at the cops. All I ever wanted was love. All I ever wanted was peace. Now I'm running from my life as I crawl on the ground.
All right, Emma, whenever you're ready.
The morning rain poured down, and the rain kept coming down. I could see the sun, but I could not feel the heat. I was burying my dead as the walking dead were walking by. I counted 37 holes in the zombie's chest. All I ever wanted was love. And all I ever wanted was peace. Now I'm running from my life as I crawl on the ground.
All right, John.
Everything I ever knew has gone down the drain. You took my love away, you took it all. All I ever did was cry. All I ever did was try. All I ever got was pain. All I ever want is you. All I ever wanted was love. All I ever wanted was peace. Now I'm running from my life as I crawl on the ground. All I ever wanted, all I ever needed, and all I never got is you.
Well, there's nothing else to say, except that you can find us at patreon.com/imperfectlibrarians. You can type !Discord into the chat to join the Imperfect Librarians Discord community. I'd like to say thank you again to John and Emma for joining us this evening. Do you guys have anything you'd like to plug at this time? Anything you're excited about coming up?
If you want to follow up on some visual art stuff that I do, you can follow me at Emma Mary Joyce on Instagram. Yeah, some stuff will be on there soon.
Hell yeah.
I'll
about
have
you,
more
John?
Munch shows coming up in the future, probably at the Witchwood Theatre, in support, being supported by TYT, Toronto Youth Theatre. And you'll see me touring around with those shows, various places in Ontario.
Are those going to be live streamed as well?
No.
Oh, okay.
That'll be theatre. Actual
In the purest
performances.
form.
Actual performances, not just reading of books, but full embodied stuff.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys again. And thank all of you for joining us this evening. Have a wonderful night, and we will see you on Thursday with our next world building. Have a wonderful evening. Goodbye.